Okay, we're in for another episode of Player Talk Radio. I have a special guest in the building, so let's get into today's show, and we'll get into today's topic. Let's go. It's Player Talk Radio.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Kuda. Man, we gonna be going in. All the boys and choices. Let's get it. On Player Talk Radio.
Memorize. It's for the haves and the have wanna give a fucks.
Player Talk Radio.
I ride around in your car. I put my weed in your blunt. I am the sky to your star. I am the end of your month. You are the start of my day. You brought the smile from my face. I see the world from your eyes. You pull the thought from my side. I know you love me. It's rare, I know you love me. But yeah, I know you love me. I know you love me. You give me all that you got. You make it stretch it and flip. I fell in love with your thighs. I learned this morning your hips. You know I'm caught in my vibe, but I still give you my rib. You hear them calling my name, but know it's hard for me here. I left my home and my son. I chose the world and nothing. I say you know I'll be back. You try your best to pretend. I say you all that I want, and when I make it, it's real. I hear them calling my name. It's getting hard for me here to know you love me. It's rare to know you love me. But yeah, I know you love me. It's rare, I know you love me. And these stars.
Alright, welcome to today's show. Player Talk Radio's DJ Kuda at the helm of today's show. I got a special guest here in the building. Hold on, let me introduce her. It's my lady. Hold on. I have a special guest here in the building, Miss Roze. How are you doing today? She has a mouthful of smoke right now, y'all. We in here having the time of our lives, man. We're coolin', man. So, on today's show, what we're gonna do is, shout out to Zaywap. We're gonna go over some of this EJ stuff, and we're just gonna talk about shit. We're just gonna shoot the shit on today's show. So, without further ado, man, let's get into today's show. Today's show, we're just gonna go over the whole melanation thing. Give me 1 second. Rose, introduce yourself. Talk to the people. Let's say something.
Dang. Hey, people. I'm Rose in the building today with DJ Kuda. About to drop some game.
Why you say it like it's you a fool for Oh God. Alright, y'all. So listen, man. Alright. Big bong hit. Okay.
Right.
So
go out.
No bullshit. Alright, so look. On the last show and the last couple shows, which my lady is kinda she knows what's going on, but she kinda, she's kinda over it, which everybody should be, but then again, there's a lot of people that's on this whole nature boy wave again. So there's a lot of people that's catching on. And you've been with me through this whole shindig.
Indeed.
So, I'm not sure how abreast you are to the things that's going on in melanation, because now they call it quote unquote carbonation. It's loud. Echo. I know. I got the reverb on.
Oh, okay.
So I can do this, or I can do that. Yeah, I just wanted to sound like we're in a tunnel, because we have to be secretive when we're talking about shit like this. So, with melanation, what's been going on is, like, recently, Nature Boy, you've been there when I told you when he got kicked out of Honduras. Mm-hmm. And we went over the whole thing where he got kicked out of Costa Rica. and you know the whole shindig. Now there was a guy there named Olmec, and Olmec had a girl named EJ, and EJ, both of them been there, I guess, for Honduras and Costa Rica, but EJ left Olmec, and she's with Nature Boy, and I have a video of her explaining how she's with Nature Boy. Yeah, she left Olmec. Olmec is like the nice guy in this situation. Like Olmec is like he just, I don't know. And I wanted to get your perspective on it because like that's fucked up. And then you're gonna hear in this thing, and I'm gonna be pausing it. We're gonna be critiquing it, and I wanted you to kind of, you know, shed your views on it, you know, being a woman and like seeing what she's saying now. In this clip, I'm gonna show you. And shout out to Spirit Queen. Is it Spirit Queen? Hold on, my bad, y'all. My recollection is really bad. Hold on.
Shouting the wrong people.
No bullshit. It is Spirit Queen TV. Shout out to Spirit Queen TV. And we're gonna go into it. So it's Player Talk Radio. So give it up for Miss Rose. She's here in the building.
Thank you.
I usually don't do this. I usually don't do this. But tonight's a special occasion. It's my birthday show. So, I kind of skip it. We're not going to cover the whole thing. We're just going to cover the basics. Because it's some shit that's already figured out. So, Nature Boy is not Nature Boy anymore. His name is Tehuti. Tehuti. And Tehuti is like, I'm just going to do a brief. I can go deeper, but it's not worth it. He's like an Egyptian god that's kind of like the god of like knowledge and stuff like that.
That's what that name stands for.
That's what that name stands for.
Okay, because
it came from a Egyptian deity that knows a lot about like knowledge and stuff like that. He's like a master teacher. So he called himself Master Teacher Tehuti because he's giving divine knowledge. And mind you, through everything that's happened, Olmec and EJ has been there, but they've been there as a couple. So EJ was never Nature Boy's girl; she was Olmec's girl. So I'm gonna play a clip now. I'm gonna stop at certain points and ask you questions about what you just heard. But at the same time, if you want me to stop, give me a signal and I'll stop. And you know, yeah, that's a good signal. The middle finger. I'll stop, and you know what I'm saying. You can
put my 2 cents in.
Yeah, you can put your 32 cents in.
Dang.
Cause you about to do too much. Like she's like nah. But you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's go, man. Let's play it talk radio. Let's get it. All right, so this is EJ explaining her affliction for the one they call Nature Boy. Okay, let's go.
So I was definitely not ready.
She never met a man that's like Tehuti, so she's definitely not ready.
I just want to say a little bit about relationships before I
let me
even
know
talk
when you
about
want me to cut
anything
it.
else, because we all have a misconception of what relationships are. We think that when we meet somebody, we're supposed to continue to be with this person forever, and that's truly not the case unless it's a divine reason why you guys magnetically attracted together to be able to stay together forever in this existence. And truly, you guys will keep attracting yourselves to each other in any realm that you experience your astrological programming in, because your astrological programming is attracted to each other. It's already written within your stars. So,
okay, now one thing I want to show you too. Okay, this is one thing I want to show you. So keep in mind. All right, so Nature Boy, what I said is called pre-selected. And pre-selected is if you walk into like a room with guys, right? And you see, you walk into a room and like a party, and you see a whole bunch of girls around a guy, and they're like kind of just into him, like oversizing him and stuff like that. He's pre-selected because basically she has women. There's women around her confirming his skills in it could be whatever, right? So on her. And you have to be really cognitive of how they're positioned. On her right side, you have Fiery. Fiery cut her hair. Fiery's like a professional side girl. She's like the oldest of both of them, I think. and she's just there. She's kind of the girl that's kind of lucky to have somebody like Nature Boy choose up on her at this time in her life. In the middle, you have EJ, little EJ, and then on the one on the right, which is to EJ's left, that's not a man, that's a lady, and she's the new girl. So it kind of shows you that Nature Boy is looking for more, quote unquote, directs, and it's not about the message anymore. It's basically about this nigga fucking bitches. Anywho, I'm gonna play the clip and you just tell me what you think. Okay.
Relationships take us from point A to point B. And if we allow these relationships to take us where we need to go and let go of what no longer serves us once we have grown through the person, relationships will make so much more sense. It wouldn't be like, oh, she's a hoe or he's a slut or whatever the case may be that you think, but we're all vibrating in our lower self right now, so we don't have a clear perspective on what relationships are. They have a lot of women out there who have went from this man and outgrown that man and went to another man because she needed to be mentally and equally yoked to him. That's basically what happened to me.
I was about to tell you to stop it too.
Okay, alright, what do you think about that? I mean, because to a degree it's true, and I've said that on my show, but I said it in a different way. But she's going into this more weird, disgusting.
Yeah, she's trying to make it a definite of a woman, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like it's an automatic.
It's a what?
Like it's automatic for that woman to think that way and feel that way when trying to connect to a man.
But I mean, do you agree that sometimes, and I think you have your earphones in the wrong ears, switch them. Switch them. Do you think that sometimes you have to be in, because this is true, you have to, damn, I think they're in the wrong way. Hold on. Let me see him.
You're high.
Let me see him. No, I'm okay. Let me see him.
No, it's just.
Okay. This goes in your other ear.
That's how I had.
Alright, I mean, I'm just saying that they look weird. Shit. Alright, so, see, you threw me off. Alright, so, basically what I'm saying is sometimes you have to be in a relationship with other people to learn how to love somebody else. And that's simply what she's saying. But the thing is that her and Olmec were under Nature Boy the whole time. Like, what do you think about that? Like, as a man, what do you think about a man having his woman around another man that can give, that they're both learning from? What do you think about that?
Sometimes, I don't want to say it's a test, but sometimes it shows, I guess, her love or desire for him to grow with her rather than to move on to someone who already had that growth in them. If that makes sense.
But do you think that's a good idea for a man to bring his woman around another man in terms of seeking knowledge?
No.
Why not?
Because he's making him a leader figure, if that makes sense. And why not you both try to learn on your own, to grow together rather than have a third party?
So he's basically giving his woman over to Nature Boy.
Correct.
Why? And how?
Maybe he feel that she deserved that. You don't know. He
Really?
He could really think, maybe...
You really think a guy thinks that another man deserves his lady?
Sometimes.
His lady.
Sometimes.
I can't even fault you on that one.
They not human. They have their own set of rules of how things are work. They think maybe they should give everything to their God.
But see, the thing is like leading, and I made this distinction that leading a woman to God is different because both of you guys can see your faith in something in comparison, because God is not a physical being. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're trying to lead your woman to God or Jesus. So if guys were out here leading their women to another entity wouldn't that guy have to be cognizant or like aware of his woman could probably sleep around or mess around with this quote unquote god or whatever? So don't you think he messed up by leading his woman to another man that is actually physical, that she can actually learn from? Like, as a man, she's supposed to be learning from her man like that. So leading her to another man, don't you think he's basically giving her the branch to swing to another male?
I mean,
you ain't think of it that way.
Like
you ain't think of it that way, huh?
Since you put it like that, DJ Kuda.
You didn't think of it like that.
No, I did not.
He gave her the branch because and I hate to say this, but this is, fellas, this is why women are the smarter sex. It's because they make sure they have something secure before they leave. Something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, something else is already in place. Like gibbons. Like, gibbons are really smart monkeys. Like, they swing to another branch. Stop laughing because it's not funny.
You're going to bring up the whole monkey situation with the
H&M. Okay. And we can talk about the H&M too, because we did talk about the H&M earlier. What do you think about the H&M thing? Now, Draco did say, she said if his mom, it would be fucked up if his mom chose the shirt and then the kid wore it. And then now, you think it would be a money grab, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think about that situation?
Like I said earlier, it's not H&M. Someone above them approved that message.
Not above them. It could be someone under them. It could be their development team. It could be
someone approved that message, but that's not the first offense they had with America. They came for other races at times.
H&M?
Yeah, and they had to take down ads.
I kind of remember it, but I don't remember it actually being H&M doing that. But
no, that's what the news said. So
that they had quarrels with other people. Yeah. H&M is just racist. All right, sorry y'all, we deviated like shit. All right, so let's get back into EJ. So what do you think so far?
I mean, you could hear the knowledge in her voice.
Yeah. Saying
it, but you also hear not the immature, but she's still learning. Okay. In her voice as well. Okay. Someone told her these things or brought it to her attention, these things, and these are the things that stuck out most than the other things she's gotten.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna play the rest of this EJ situation. Alright, let's hear it. Hold on. Alright, y'all.
I attracted Omek to myself because I needed to learn certain things about myself through him, and which I did. Over time, within myself, I learned that I had a lot of insecurities, a lot of self-doubt. I didn't really know who I truly was. And the more time went on and I started to study myself, when I was with Omek, I was propelled to study my astrological energy. I was like, yo, I have to study myself, because in that relationship, it was so much conflict that I just couldn't understand I was studying me. You know, at first I was studying our compatibility, but I was like, no, it's not about us, it's about me. What's wrong with me? So I started studying. And over time, I grew. And at the end of the relationship, I noticed that he wasn't growing anymore. He couldn't, I was not equally yoked with him anymore, so it causes us to split. As far as our relationship,
now, what do you think?
I was trying to tell you to stop it.
Oh, okay. I mean, give me a thumbs up or do something.
I was like,
okay, my bad. I was looking down. Right. I'm looking at all this machinery and shit.
I'm sure. My foot fell asleep.
So, what do you? Okay, what do you want me to stop?
Yes,
okay. I'll let you stop.
God, why would she say? Okay, so she was like, she was with him because she knew that she was able to learn from him. Mm-hmm. But once she learned all she can, why did she felt the need to move on rather than help him learn more? Mm. You know, why she said, okay, after I learned all I can from him, then you know what I'm saying, then that was the time for you to move on. Y'all could have elevated each other with each other and being over top of the thing. What's his name?
Nature Boy.
Nature Boy. No, that's not his name.
Be over top. Tehuti.
Tehuti.
Booty Tehuti. Alright, so
But
so do you think she gave up on him?
Yes.
Immediately.
Like it was already programmed in her head to use him and then move on. He got knowledge that Nature Boy don't have.
I think so too, but I mean, do you think that? But he made it easy for her,
right?
Because it's seeding over time. You know, there's a pickup line that you can use in the club, which is called the Boyfriend Destroyer. Are you familiar with the Boyfriend Destroyer?
No, I'm not a club popper.
You're not a club popper? But are you familiar with the Boyfriend Destroyer?
No.
Alright, so if you're out in public and you're like, if somebody was approaching, he's like, I got a boyfriend. What do guys usually say?
You can't have friends.
I know, that's the most canned answer, right? Will he be mad if you have a friend?
Right.
Alright, so...
Why you gotta make that voice?
Because that's how
Maybe
dudes
be.
So
desperate, man.
Y'all niggas some dumbasses, man. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
I can't be your friend.
Yeah, she can't have a friend though.
Right?
Niggas be mad like shit. No, like shit. But alright, so there's there's multiple boyfriends stories. Sometimes you talk to a girl and you should say, hey, I have a boyfriend, and be like, well, hey, you need a man friend. It's stupid, but it passes. Like it just, you know what I'm saying, passes. It's like a funny thing. But not to a girl that have a boyfriend.
Right.
But like, oh, never mind. Fuck it. All right, hold on. Let me play the rest of this thing. We'll get into that later. All right. Let's play the rest of this Tehuti plagiarism thing.
You guys did not see a lot of things that was happening behind the scenes. There was a lot of conflict between me and Omac. We only displayed to the world what we wanted you to see because it was more bigger than us. Yes, we have to grow, and yes, we were going through our own individual tests, but it was much more than that. We wanted to show the world how feminine and masculine energy can come together and live in tune with nature and be, fulfill the laws of God. So that's what we were more focused on. But I had to take a step back and be like, whoa. It came to a point of time in my mind where I was slowing myself down, because every time the situation would reveal itself to me that we weren't supposed to be together, I would throw it away out of my mind. And I've always...
Now, Fiery is here to talk about some yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What I wanted to talk about before we got back into what she was saying was, I was going to talk about it's this method called seeding. And seeding is basically if you were to see a girl out at the club and she, you was to approach her as a guy, right? And she was to say, oh, well, I have a boyfriend. A technique that you guys can use, or a technique that guys do use, guys really don't use it nowadays because they don't have game, but a technique that guys use is they'll say, hey, ooh, shit. They'll say, they'll say, hey, come on, man, stop. They'll say, hey, they'll say, it came out, I just burped. Fuck y'all. They'll say, hey, when I usually go to clubs, I'm out hollering at girls or whatever. You sure he's being faithful to you? Or something like that. Just something small like that can seed a woman's mind into thinking that her man is doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Something small like that. And what I say seeding is that it's not something that's supposed to take place right there and then. It's something that takes place over time. You understand what I'm saying? So, what do you think about something like that? Do you think she was being seeded the whole time, being around Nature Boy, saying that, okay, well, he's somebody that I should have been with in the beginning, and then I just had to date Olmec for now just to make sure I was ready for him.
Like, that's what I said. It's like she used him, and everything was timed, perfectly in her marriage. She got all the knowledge she can from him. You know what I'm saying? Then it was time to move on to someone who she already planned that she was going to move on to after she got all the knowledge from Olmec.
Said Omar. This nigga Muslim now, like shit.
We was watching the game. We was watching the game earlier.
But that's all right. So but that's the thing though. But don't you think that at some point she's like, well, Olmec is not even saying no original shit. All of his messages is coming from Nature Boy because we both were listening to Nature Boy today. So at some point, why would I be with Olmec is if his philosophy? Because another seed that you give a woman, all right. So you give a woman 2 seeds as a man, which is your physical seed and your philosophy, which is who you are. So the thing is that if all of Olmec's philosophy is coming from Nature Boy, why would she be with Olmec when she can just get with Nature Boy?
It's timing.
But what is the time? Like, she already knows that half the shit he about to tell her.
Her end game is not over. We have to wait till her end game is over.
But her end game is basically to get with Nature Boy. What would be a woman's end game in that case then?
To run it.
To run what?
Whatever he got going on.
Melanation?
Yeah.
Or carbonation? Her name is not EJ anymore. By the way, it's Eliana. You spend... Black bitches spend so much time in some little Spanish place and all of a sudden they...
We gotta stop when they come after you.
My name is Morenita. My name is Morenita. Morenita. Like, bitch, you can't even spell Morenita. Stop looking at you. Did you say? Put a shirt on. Sorry, now, all right. Let me play the rest of it.
Done that when I came across people because I was so gun-ho on being connected to somebody and wanting to fulfill those insecurities that I had programmed inside of me from other shit that I went through as far as my childhood and, just stuff we go through. It made me have these certain, ways about myself that revealed itself to me in the relationship with Olmec. Olmec treated me just like he needed to treat me in order for me to understand who I was. I don't regret him treating me the way that I was treating by him. But after some time went on, I was like, yo, I don't deserve this. I don't even know why I keep putting myself through this. And we literally had meeting after meeting after meeting about this issue, about us being together, and it always came to the light like, y'all not supposed to be together, but we forced it. Which caused more pain and more agony.
Now, she said she forced, you know what I'm saying, being together with Olmec. Like, what do you think about that? Like, where would you see like a force, like where you would have to force, being with somebody in this situation? Because she said it showed her who she was. And you kind of you up there sneezing. And you kind of know the story. Well, where did you fall off on the story? Did you fall off with Yaya?
No,
when we freed Yaya.
I fell off there, and when Nature Boy didn't come back for what was it, the 3rd interview or something with you and Pitbull.
Black Ink.
Yeah.
You said Pitbull. Well, Pitbull was hosting it, so you're right. Yeah. See, what y'all don't understand is that she been around for the whole shit. Y'all don't understand. She been around for the whole shit. Digital Pit Boss. See, I knew, man. Shout outs to my boy Digital Pit Boss. That's my man. I knew.
I want a button.
You want a button? This is your button. Hold on. This is your button. This your button right here, like shit. And that's your button too. Alright, so I knew Digital Pit Boss, and I kind of wanted to text him and warn him because I kind of seen this coming. But I just didn't say anything. Does that make me a bad friend? I don't know. I knew Pit Boss was gonna his channel, a lot of content was gonna get taken off of Pit Boss's channel because Pit Boss, this nigga don't give a fuck. Like this nigga, like I thought I didn't give a fuck. Pit Boss don't give a fuck. And the thing about Digital Pit Boss is that his shit is so spot on that, like, when he talks, people are gonna really get I think people get offended at my shit. People get really offended at his shit. So I knew if he was to like keep going live or doing war chess with the channels that he had, which was the Digital Pit Boss and the Digital Pit Boss Effect, at some point they were gonna flag his channel. You know what I'm saying? Because they're flagging for stupid shit like hate speech and all this other shit. It's really gay. So what I'm trying to say is that those sacred episodes was on Pit Boss's channel, and I'm pretty sure he probably still has them, but he does Google Hangouts, which is something what YouTube saves. It's not like something that he could have and save too. So I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he backed it up or whatever, but those episodes have been lost. Even the iconic episode with Black Ink, where Black Ink gave him the interview. And this shit was crazy. It was pretty good, but I don't know. Listen, y'all, we got Roze in the building, man. We just in here chilling, man. Nice little laid back show.
Too laid back.
Shout outs to Zaywap. I've been pumping him on the shows and shit. We're gonna get into a little bit of the after the party. That's my man's. So listen, man. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the mix.
I wanted to give a shout out.
Who you want to shout out to?
Shout out to my mama.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Shout out to my sister. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Danielle. Happy birthday.
Shout out to DJ Kuda holding it down.
Oh shit.
Building.
Oh shit.
Alright, that's it.
Shout outs to Daddy. Say no.
Daddy-o.
Let me stop though. But we're gonna get into the mix. What the fuck is that? Hey, get that cat. It's the fucking cat. He want his own shout out. Alright.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
Listen.
This show is epic.
We just in here chilling, man. Listen, y'all, we're gonna get into the mix, man. This is DJ Kuda back on the ones and twos at the helm of today's show, man. Let's get it, man. We're gonna do it for the squad, man. Shout outs to Zaywap. We're gonna get into a little bit of after the party, man. Let's go.
Be tight as fuck.
If you got any questions, email me at playertalk8@gmail.com. That's playertalk8@gmail.com. And also email me at CUDAKID, the number 8@gmail.com. Let's get it, man.
It's our job right now.
For the squad. Playertalk Radio, man.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Kuda. Tonight we gon' be going in. Let's get it. On Player Talk Radio.
Yeah, if I can pay my bills, I'm good. I'm coming over. Found a message in my brother. Your son is coming up. By the bill, by ill, by boo. Well, you already saying you ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up. Listen here, I say my dude, and what you call it? It was heaven at the bottom, and peace from throwing up. By the bill, by ill, by boo. When you already saying you ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up. I think I do this shit for real, dawg. Hey, I ain't no motherfucking maybe, I'm for motherfucking real, dawg. Hey, mama, I got some dollars for your bills, dawg. Hey, now I'm the head and I'm the topic, all that matters, I'm Jaleel, dawg. Hey, yeah, you know I think the sunshine should feel how I how I feel like, yeah, I think at nighttime. Moon, she got my phone, hit my line, I'm here for you in Eastside. Shame on us, rain, come on now. I figured the move, I figured when I pay my bills, I'm good. I'm coming over. Found a message in my brother. Your son is coming up. By the bill, by it, by boo. Well, you already saying you ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up. Listen here, I said my dude. And what you call it? It was heaven at the bottom. And peace from throwing up. By the bill, by it, by boo. Well, you already saying you ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up. I got $1 and a stop in Kansas. Toto to do or do not forget me. I've been wildin' Santa, poppin' rock 'em. Lord forgive 'em for the talcum powder. Alright, now stretch it, bless it.
Now the mix with the young DJ Cooler. Niggas gon' be going in.
On the record, for the record.
On Clear Talk Radio.
Hey, and play it back cause they respect us. Alright, now I got the moon and the stars below my feet. So low I speak, so I don't wake them. Praise the Lord, the guy in me who made me spoil with rotten teeth. So I perform the prophecy, and on the norm, the plaque will be to be expressing who we are and addressing who they aren't and doing what they can't. And if I can pay my bills, I'm good. I'm coming over. Find a message in my body. Your son is coming up. By the bill, by it, by boo. Well, you already saying you ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up. Listen here, I say my dude. And what you call it? It was heaven at the bottom. And peace from throwing up. By the bill, by it, by boo. Well, you already saying you ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up.
We are still in the mix. It's DJ Cool back on the ones and twos, man.
Baby, I know you someone to tell you that you always been right. But baby, I got news flash for you. I'ma bring it down for you. I know you're lonely. You're looking for someone new. He don't treat you right, no.
What?
He don't treat you the way that he should. Cause I know that you're lonely. And you're looking for someone new. He don't treat you right, no. He don't treat you the way that he should.
Shout out to the after the party.
You gon' call him up and he gon' answer for you. You gon' ring him up and he gon' hit no. He be with everybody else, but he leaving you at the fucking front door. I would never do that to you. I can never leave you behind. Baby, you need someone new. Isn't gonna waste your time. Baby, you should know you got options. Yeah, I could be the one who called you. I could be the one who got you. So tell me why the fuck you stalling. Baby, I know you want someone to tell you that you always been right.
Alright, we are back in the building, man. That was the mix for today's show, man. It's the Kid Young Cooler back in the building, man. At the helm of today's show, I got my skibbity beep boop 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 I'm like, hey, you know what I was laughing at? Did you used to watch That's So Raven?
Yes.
You know that? Who was the dude? Who was that? Who was the boy that was on there with her?
Corey? Oh, no. You talking about,
I think it was Corey.
No, Corey the fat, was her brother. You talking about,
What's his name?
I can't think of his name. I know you talking about.
He said, Raven, let me lick her. Ski-ba, ba-doo-ba-da, ba-boo-da, shut up. Whoa, yeah. I forgot his name. Shout out to whoever. I forgot his name.
Something Brown. Something Brown.
Alexander Brown. Jay. Oh.
Something Brown.
Fuck. I forgot his name. That nigga is funny as shit.
Alonzo. Was it Alonzo Brown?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm gonna find out after this shit because I'm gonna Google or whatever. So if he listening, my bad. Shit. Alright. Let's get back into this Tehuti madness. Okay.
And one day I just gave up. I was like, I can't not give up, but I was just grown past it all. My consciousness was so developed. I was like, yo, I don't even feel like the same person.
What people don't know is that you was talking to me first.
He coaching her, man.
I was about to say that.
See that?
Yeah.
He's talking to me first.
Yeah.
He's talking to me.
With all that being said, in the beginning, initially, I was talking to Master Teacher Tehuti, but I just knew I wasn't ready. Like, something was inside of me. I was, like, following my first instinct, and my first instinct was, like...
Alright, so you laughing at that, and she said she was following her first instinct. Now, call me or not, isn't a hoe's first instinct is a sexual instinct?
You asking me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't been a hoe, so I don't know.
But a hoe... Oh, my God. Alright. In women terms, what do you refer to promiscuous women as?
I don't know. Not me.
Not you?
I don't know.
Why did every girl say that? Okay. Alright, look. Let me ask you a question now.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Alright. What do you think about women's liberation? Like, what do you think about, like, women's rights and all that shit?
Women be doing too much.
Women
I think
be doing
their rights, they have too many rights.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why you say that?
Some rights are abused and used.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Shout outs to Mind Over Matter TV, and shout outs to Black Ink, man. Black Ink. So you think women have too many rights and they kind of do too much?
Yes.
No, not yet.
Why you say that?
Because they do. Like the whole, okay.
Like the at work stuff, or like...
If anything, women, okay, some women would use women rights to the max. Oh,
Like-
pregnancy leave. You know, some stuff like that.
Like pregnancy leave and...
Yeah.
Like what?
Being able to call out for cramps.
Now, are you talking about something that you've done or something that women do?
No, I'm talking about women. What you mean that I've done?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Let's see what EJ.
Yeah, let's get back in the mix.
Yeah,
EJ Cool in the
let's see what
building.
EJ talking
And I was
about.
like, all right, cool.
Let's get
I'm gonna do it. You know, like because I just knew. We know innately when we are ready for something and when we're not. So we were talking, and when I came to Melanation, I decided to be with Omek. I was like, I want to be with him. You know, I disregarded the whole fact that me and Tehuti
I wish
were
I
supposed to be
had. I
together.
could show you this on big
you know.
screen. Fiery looks mad. Like, and Fiery's like a professional side bitch. What do you think about side bitches?
Finish, EJ.
So I just ignored it all because I wasn't ready. And after some time went on within the beginning of our relationship, Omek was always pointing out, he was like, yo, I feel attraction between y'all two, like, and I felt it too. I just was ignoring it. I didn't really like know, like, I was in denial about it. Like, I don't know. I just was in denial about it. I was like, you know what?
Fuck that. I would be a real nigga if I didn't stop it right there. What do you think about that?
In denial.
No. What do you think about her saying that Omek felt Omek felt the friction between her and Tehuti. I'm letting y'all, listen, y'all. I'm letting y'all in a bit of my world right now. We're having my lady on here be laughing about this shit. Because we do this shit all the time. What do you think about her with Olmec saying, I felt the friction between y'all two?
Okay, if he felt it, why he didn't stop it or try to regain that lead he had on Tehuti?
But this alright. So this makes me question: was there a competition between Olmec and Tehuti to begin with? Do you think?
No.
Do you think one man can submit his woman over to another man by not knowing that there was a competition going on?
It wasn't. It's her. It's not about them two. She can jump from no knowledge to all of that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? She has to jump to the level Omek was at, then to proceed to that level of knowledge. It's her. She's
so. But this is what I'm saying. Do you think that Omek's knowledge was under Tehuti's knowledge because Omek is basically a student under Tehuti? So was Omek a orbiter this whole time?
I would say so.
You know what an orbiter is, right?
No, I didn't want to sound stupid.
Alright, so an orbiter is like that guy that just hangs around, that likes you, but he's just hanging around because a lot of women think that they have friends, and we talked about this on shows before, and it's really orbiters. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about orbiters? Because women, y'all know y'all have orbiters. All right, so let me bring up something else real quick. While we're at 47 minutes, y'all. So let me bring up something else real quick.
What you telling them? You ain't never said that before.
Let me bring up something else real
They
quick.
know how long it is.
Now listen to this.
Oh, look, the cat was behind me.
Earlier, before I did a prelude to this show, and I said that women a lot of times they want the option, right?
Right.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
I said women a lot of times they want the option, and the option is basically like women will. Come on, you over there Snapchatting and shit. Come on.
I'm not Snapchatting.
I don't know what you're doing, but just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all want the option. Like, a lot of times, it's like a girl could be a hoe, right? Stop laughing. This is a really serious matter.
I'm not.
No, for real, because you over there laughing.
Why you
She
laughing?
goofy as shit, y'all.
Why you laughing?
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because you laughing. Stop doing that.
Okay, I'm not laughing.
So listen.
Listen.
So a girl can have, like, a girl could be a hoe, right? But it's like all right. Somebody could be something, but there's a possibility that somebody cannot be something, right? A lot of women, what they do is they argue the fact that, okay, I am a hoe, but you don't know that I am a hoe. You just think that I am a hoe. So, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like I don't know how to explain it. it's like a girl could be a hoe, but you don't know she's a hoe. So, in her mind, she's not a hoe.
Oh, I got an example. Like me.
Yeah.
Because people look at me like, you don't smoke. So I be saying, okay, I don't smoke that much because they don't think I smoke. So,
No, what I'm saying is that like a girl could be a hoe. Like a guy can say blah blah. Like a guy can say in general blah blah blah. This is a hoe, and then girls will argue be like, how you know that's a hoe? That's not a hoe. You don't know that's a hoe. How you know that's a hoe? You know what I'm saying? It's like a girl could be a hoe, but you don't know who she is, but you've judged her. Because it's judging. We're all gonna judge each other at some point. We all are gonna judge each other. And if you have standards, if you're anybody that has standards, you know you're gonna judge somebody. Anywho, can you stop doing that? Alright, so let's go back into what EJ talking about. My bad, y'all. I'm being a terrible show host.
No, you're not. You're fine.
No,
you're fine.
I'm being a terrible show host.
You're fine.
We're gonna fight while we listen to this EJ clip. Alright, y'all.
Not right, because I was just thinking all different type of ways. That'd be fucked up on my part, just lower thoughts of just lower thoughts, which wasn't the clearest perspective. Now that I'm in the state that I am in now, and looking back, I was like, damn. But everything happens for a reason. So I decided to be with Omac in that moment, and then, it just kept revealing itself. And we had a meeting about it, and Omac was like, no, I don't want her. I don't want to be with her. So I went to be with Master Teacher, Tehuti. And when we were together that first day, we were only together a day, but it didn't work out because I still wasn't ready. I still wasn't ready to, I was.
Pause it.
She said she still wasn't ready.
Right.
All right, listen, y'all. We having so much fun, y'all. We are 51 minutes into this bitch. All right, so there's gonna be a part 3.
Right.
Okay, so you want me to pause it? What you want to say?
She said it didn't work after one day. It was too much for her.
I didn't catch that, but okay, go ahead and elaborate.
It was the last part.
Okay.
Rewind it. No, let the people hear it again.
Okay, listen, hold on. Because, YouTube's a little retarded.
I was not developed mentally.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that dick.
We were together that first day. We were only together a day, but it didn't work out because I still wasn't ready. I still wasn't ready to. I was not mentally developed yet.
This bitch retarded.
What I am right now,
Nature Boy got a short hair joint, a
right
bush,
now,
and some dreads.
I feel like something I've never been before. Like I've evolved so much since then. That time, I was still a young. My mindset is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yo, I'm a woman now. I just grew up, y'all. The dick just
I
bitch,
can't breathe in it, baby.
Bitch, if you don't shut. Yeah, yo, the dick just Wait, what you think about this?
I can
You
hear
told
the
me
cat
to stop. You can hear the cat breathing. That cat fat. All right, we have this cat. Remember I told you on the Thanksgiving show, we found this cat, and we call him Garfield. This is a fat motherfucking cat, and he be shitting up, man. Cat shit.
You should be the picture for this video.
I'm gonna take a picture. Yeah, you know what? Cause I got 3 different photos I gotta cycle through. He gonna be the picture of one of them. He gonna be the picture. He gonna be the picture of this video. So if you see what is this random cat, this is him. I'm gonna take a picture right after this.
Right after this
Shit. Alright, but let's get back to EJ's retarded ass before we finish off this segment, and we're gonna get into the 3rd segment of today's show. Wow. What do you think about this? What do you think about this?
She's what is she? She's trying to. She got a plan for something.
It's
Something's
funny.
Up.
Isn't it kind of funny listening to a young joint express their little feeling? Like,
Young
ain't it fucked up to say like a young joint and her little feelings? Like, ain't it fucked up? But ain't it the truth though? It's like what you feeling right now is what Fiery already felt, but it done got dulled.
Dang.
It done got dulled. Fiery, like, yeah, I used to feel that too.
That's not funny.
Oh, Fiery, go home, please.
Not funny.
Fiery, your family misses you. Go home. Oh God, what do you think?
I don't know.
Come on, look, we at 55 minutes. This is the last segment before the end of this show. Make it count.
Oh, so everything I said ain't count?
Make it count, young nigga. Make it count. He gonna talk before you do.
Right. Come on. You want to talk, baby? Come here,
make it count. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna count. All right, people. We're gonna end on a good note. My personal opinion, EJ.
We're gonna play some more the fuckery.
I'm just
she
saying,
needs to
she
start
over.
Start over.
She need
where?
to go to a whole nother island by herself. Regroup.
Damn.
And get it together. Like, her plan, she don't even know what her plan is anymore. She thought she was getting elevated by one person. Her plan is Nature Boy. Off another person getting to Nature Boy, finding out he's too much for her. But then she realized, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing it, so that's why she's trying to get back at top.
But she thinks her plan is Nature Boy. Like, this is her. What do you think about Fiery? Like, Fiery. Damn. Damn, nigga.
I just
What do you think about Fiery? Like, Fiery fucking.
She low key. She about to slit all their throats.
She like, yeah, when my time come, I'm about to, yeah. She about to slip in. Fiery or ride or die though. What do you think about that?
It's good. Shoot, you need a ride or die.
Fiery, she stashed 380s and Mercedes.
Dang.
Puffy, hold me down, baby. Hold on.
Bars.
Bars. Shout out to Nature Girl Fiery.
Bars.
She been the longest Nature Girl. She been there with Yaya. Fiery been observing. She a snake. She waiting for her time.
Waiting.
Fiery stashed 380s and Mercedes. Fiery could be a bottom bitch. You know, Nature Boy, he on some pimping shit. We ain't get on no pimping shit on this show just yet.
They ain't ready for that.
You know what that pimping shit about. Fiery. Nature Boy, you got a little brothel over there, bro. So listen. I don't know. Oh shit.
Oh snap.
Nah, I was gonna play something, but I wasn't gonna play something. Listen, man, we're gonna go into part 2. Part 3. Hold up.
3.
Yeah, this is 3.
This is 2.
This is 2. You so smart. See, that's why I need you around. We gonna go into part 3 of this whole shindig. We're gonna listen to more of EJ's bullshit. Shout out to Digital Pit Boss. I didn't fuck with Digital Pit Boss. I didn't play chess with Digital Pit Boss, man. Nature Boy used to play chess with Digital Pit Boss. I think he lost. Nature Boy is supposed to be like this master chess player. So listen, man, we're gonna get to part 3, man. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all stick around, man. We're gonna play some Zaywap. I'm just committed to playing some Zaywap. And I know you remember this song. So I'm gonna play it. Alright, it's Player Talk Radio, man. DJ Kuda back in the building, man. Catch us on part 3, man. Y'all fuck with this? Y'all gonna fuck with part 3? Alright, let's get it, man. Roze Daddy in the building. Oh shit! Let's go.
ahead and fell off top and run on sins and friend on friend. If we don't win and pay your ties and make your fins and we alright and KO kins and big old rims and LA homes. If that ain't wrong, if I ain't go, I ain't home, I ain't them. No more ends and no more trends and photo 10 and photo lens. Notice this, POTUS shit, bonafide, woe is me, bowl of grits, naked pimp, beam it up, clean as fuck. Other side, chill for niggas, making life look clear for niggas, hill for niggas, tip top cliff for niggas.
Yo, DJ Tehuti.
Tonight we gon' be going in. To be honest, you gon' miss a nigga.
Let's get it. On pt1 Radio.
Bitch might kiss a nigga, with your nigga. Get specific. Big ass pot, wrist is missing. Yo, listen shit and yo, if it isn't, this cost some titties and scar your face. The wrong of wrongs is called a case. All of niggas then mob like Carter say. From far away, all my niggas like calm down. Live a life above a reason, just can't find it like a dozen people. Catch that vibe at night and buy the Whitney. Get too tired to write and died in prison. Felt like Rob tonight. Lost my guy tonight. Oh, sometimes I get so out of myself. Feel like I'm running in circles. And I'm just holding on to my breath. I need smoke just to end. Oh, and I get so out of myself. But I make it out some. So roll another one, nothing but it all in me.
How many souls do you touch a day? How many hoes do you fuck a day? How many flow do you thought convey? How many know you can't walk away? Depending on the way I feel, I might kill everybody around me. Might heal everybody around me. How the wind blow, open your window, let the debris in, never let me in. Night kick back with kick though. Maybe if I could live 100 years, that'd be real. Pay me if I'ma be rumming these, I'm in them. Crazy my other show went to my mama them. My daddy said a Mercedes had haunted him, but I ain't got one. I'm riding shotgun with a 3-piece chicken dinner and shotgun. I bring your weekend to an end and then pop one. I'm on the deep end, boss nigga, you're not one. And I believe in Kool-Aid and Godson. Do you believe that black man is our son? I made enough residuals to hide some. I gave enough, my niggas know I divide some. I told them I'm the best rapper since 25. Been like that for a while now, I'm 29.
Any nigga that disagree is a fucking lie.
Part of me see my alter ego with Gemini. Him and I've been around ever since Reagan was criticized. Might stay in the Trump Tower for 1 week.
You're now in the mix with the young DJ Tehuti.
Tonight we gon' be going
them
in.
and fuck y'all and fuck me. I proceed my last check
On
and
pt1
proceeds.
Radio.
To all the keys, the hood, the bricks, the books, the fix, the blocks we own, to right my wrong, the word to give, the life I live as I get.
So out of myself. Feel like I'm running in circles. Oh, and I'm just holding on to my breath. I need smoke just to end. Oh, and I get so out of myself. But I make it out some. So roll another one, nothing but it all in me. Oh, you got 2 Xannies, oh, just don't forget me. Love me for the moment, hug me like your sibling. We ain't that important, vice cops in the kitchen. Grew with Apollonia, Ride was making chicken. Beat me down, you beat me down, reorganize my face. Now when I go home, I don't know what my fam gon' say. Say it ain't luck, cause you brought flowers just a day. Thoughts was always cheap, but now let's talk about me. Lately I've been going, this ain't going how I want it. When I pull up at your window, bitch come out, you hear that beep. Faithful as your EBT, closer than your mama can. Hang up when you bring up, I'm a dog, but I'm gon' call again. Freak me out, keep me out, why they always leave me out? Niggas that been hating, just can't wait to have my CD now. Don't we look like CP and Nirvana on that keep me pound? Please be down, I've been more than late. Sometimes I get so out of myself.